It's time for StoRyvival. Today, we bring you a tale from the northeast Indian state of Tripura. The tale of the festival of Kharchi Pooja. Tripura is also known as the land of the 14 gods. And Kharchi Pooja is the festival of these 14 gods. It is the biggest festival in Tripura. Earlier, it was celebrated only by the royal family. But today, it is celebrated by everyone in Tripura. The word Kharchi comes from the words Khar, meaning to flee, and Si, meaning to know. It refers to the strategic fleeing from battle after knowing or assessing the overall situation. But which battle are we talking about? And who is fleeing this battle? Here's the story. Once upon a time, Tripura was under the rule of a king called Trilochan. King Trilochan had two sons, Drikpati the elder and Dakshin the younger. When Drikpati was born, King Trilochan's father-in-law, that is Drikpati's maternal grandfather, asked if he could adopt Drikpati as his own son. He had no heir, nobody to hand over the kingdom. King Trilochan agreed, and Drikpati was adopted as son by his maternal grandfather, who was also the king of Kachar. Some years later, Dakshin the younger was born to King Trilochan. Both the boys started growing up. The king of Kachar, Drikpati's maternal grandfather, named him the successor to the throne. So Drikpati would be king in Kachar someday. In Tripura, King Trilochan named Dakshin as the successor to his throne, as Drikpati the elder had already been adopted as son by his maternal grandfather. Time flew by, and one day the king of Kachar, Drikpati's maternal grandfather, passed away. As he had already been named successor, Drikpati became the king of Kachar. Some years later, King Trilochan also passed away, and Dakshin, having been named successor there, became the king of Tripura. If only it were as simple as that. Drikpati heard the news of the death of his biological father, King Trilochan, and came to Tripura to stake claim to the throne, saying that he was the elder son of King Trilochan. To this, King Dakshin said, "As you had been adopted by our maternal grandfather as son, you cannot stake claim to the ancient throne of Tripura, especially as our pious and virtuous father had elected me as heir." King Drikpati did not agree with King Dakshin, and so he waged a battle on his younger brother. King Drikpati prepared his army. King Dakshin prepared his army. Both the armies and the king started marching forward to face each other in battle. The battle began. It was fierce. The soldiers from both the sides fought bravely. Both the kings fought bravely. The first day of the battle passed, and the second, and so on. For 7 days the battle continued. On the 7th day, King Dakshin the younger was defeated by the army of King Drikpati. It was King Dakshin who had to flee the battle, but he took with him the heads of 14 soldiers. With these 14 heads, King Dakshin fled from Tribeg, the capital of ancient Tripura, to an area called Central Kachar and established a new capital by the banks of the river Barabakra. Kharchi refers to King Dakshin fleeing from the battle, knowing that he could not win. Since then, the descendants of King Dakshin have worshipped the 14 heads as gods. The festival came to be known as Kharchi Pooja. The rituals of this festival are performed by the royal tribal priest called Chantai and a Hindu priest. The festival continues for 7 days and is the most important in Tripura. The heads of the 14 gods are kept confined all year long and taken out for people to see only during the 7 days of Kharchi Pooja. People from all over Tripura belonging to all communities throng to see the 14 gods during Kharchi Pooja. It is a festival that brings people together. So that was a story from Tripura about the festival of Kharchi Pooja. We hope you enjoyed this StoRyvival and will be back soon for more.